What's up in the loop? It's Hyde checking in from the Helios Hotel here at Epic Universe. We're going to show you off the room. We're going to show you off everything the hotel has to offer. The Helios Grand Hotel is Universal and Lowe's brand new hotel that is located literally next to Epic Universe, with half the rooms offering awesome views of the park. The hotel has an underlying space kind of theme to it, mixed with a touch of modern elegance. Even right off the really awesome looking lobby is this platform view of Epic Universe, that during the evening you can even catch a glimpse of the fountain show. And we're in the room. This is a standard room, none of your fancy theme park view. We'll work our way back to the bathroom. We'll start with the room itself. This is kind of like very Art Deco feel to it. Very well appointed. I do like this. They have quite the, it's modern, so they actually have all the plugs. Nothing's worse than going to a hotel and they don't have USB. They have the wrong USB. But probably the main question that you want to know is, when you don't pay for the theme park view, what view do you get? You get the parking garage, you get Kirkman Road. You can kind of see, fun spot there. You zoom in quite a bit. You can kind of see Universal, the main resort over there. And you got Lockheed Martin right here. Nice little desk. Hopefully you don't have to work too much while you're on vacation. But if you do, got enough room to put the laptop up and take the Zoom calls. We have very modern and slick. I like the dark blue color and contrast here. And here's the bathroom. I really like it. It feels modern, slick. A lot of theme parks, they go overboard on the theming sometimes, and you don't just get a good looking kind of hotel room. And that's what this is. There's not really a big theme to it, just quality. You got this nice granite countertop and gold appointed faucets there. Nice closet. This is nice wood. It's definitely a very well done room here. Kind of cool mirror when you first walk in. Everything is controlled by this iPad here. Got room controls, dining, control the TV. And just in case you didn't see it on the room tour, you have 2 USB and 1 USB-C. And that's on each side of the bed. There is a Keurig style coffee maker with a few options, as well as your standard size hotel fridge. Doesn't have anything in it. No minibar here. Given that the hotel is essentially part of the park, the biggest amenities might be related to its access to Epic Universe. There's a well-landscaped path that leads from the hotel's private entrance right to the back area of the theme park. It's so well integrated, actually might be too well integrated, because if you didn't know it was there, you might miss it. And as a hotel guest, you do get early access to the park 1 hour early to select areas. Back inside the hotel, let's have a look around. There is a gift shop, though didn't see any Helios specific merchandise. They do, however, sell the power-up bands for Super Nintendo World, so might be good to buy those in advance before going to the park. There is a small game room here, but oh look, they have Mario Kart. You can play Mario Kart. If you didn't get your 10,000 steps walking around Epic, there is a fitness center. I couldn't go in there. It's weird to kind of film in a fitness center. So that's what you get. That would be the backside of the Monsters ride right there. But you do got this really kind of nice lagoon area, palm trees, giant pool. There is a full bar that does serve some light food in the pool area. And it's interesting, it's pretty quiet here, obviously. I'm trying to film in the morning before it gets too crazy here at the pool. And you can hear all the kind of the effects from the Dark Universe area, because it's literally right there. But really nice pool area here that kind of feels a little bit higher end. While there's no quick service dining at the hotel, there is this bistro that kind of has a little bit of everything. It serves coffee, had ice cream later in the day, has some fresh pastries, they look really good, as well as some grab and go items, chips, looks like some pre-made sandwiches, and drinks. Located on the top floor of the hotel is Bar Helios, perhaps the best thing at the hotel. This themed but elegant bar has both cocktails and appetizers. But be warned, it's not cheap. It's probably some of the most expensive cocktails in town. For bourbon fans, take a look. They do have their own barrel's pick of Angel's Envy. Here's my Apollo Old Fashioned, basically an old fashioned with tequila and some cinnamon. And I can definitely smell that cinnamon. On the food front, this isn't your standard bar appetizers. I mean, when was the last time you saw Wagyu on the menu at a theme park? We went with the beef skewers. Absolutely delicious. Highly recommend those. The bar does have outdoor patio areas that overlook both sides of the resort. Those seats are outside, but they are undercover. And there's apparently more outdoor seating that was in more of a lounge setting, but was closed due to weather. Reservations are required, at least on our nights, because they said it was limited capacity due to the weather. We made them by checking at the host stand the night before, but apparently from time to time they do take online reservations. But make sure you make a reservation regardless. Oh yeah, we got dessert. You've heard of a smoked old fashioned? This was a smoked chocolate mousse. Kind of a gimmick, but it was very good. Overall, it's pricey. The experience was very well done, and the service and food quality matched the price, I thought. Cocktail was okay. The cinnamon, there's so much of it, it almost made it hard to drink. Next time I'll probably just go with a bourbon neat. We paid $350 a night plus $36 in change for parking. While the theme park view would have been nice, that was an additional $200. The rate we paid, I think the quality and experience matched the price point. I mean, you'll find a lot more expensive hotels in Orlando that are half as nice at that price point. Being able to walk to the park, I mean, that is just such a huge benefit and so fun as a theme park fan. Certainly gets a big thumbs up from us. And as long as you're not paying $600-$700 a night, it's probably a pretty reasonably priced for the quality option in the Orlando theme park world.